Presently I am in Gujarat state in search of the 5 primitive tribes who are inhabiting in Gujarat state. Gujarat is a very big state. The tribes are distributed widely entire state, traveling and reaching the tribes, identifying the tribes, who is a primitive tribe is also very difficult. I came here, I have approached the director of the Tribal Research Institute. He helped me and he has given me Raju Bhai to take his help. With the help of Raju Bhai, I have prepared an action plan and a plan of sketch how to visit these tribal villages. And I have identified the roads which leading to the tribal villages with the help of Raju Bhai. And around 1600 kilometers I have travelled for the identification of the Kotwalia and to the documentation. बड़ौदा
वहाँ से भरूच
भरूच
और भरूच से सूरत
से सूरत
और सूरत के एक बॉर्डर के एरिया है वहीं पे ज़्यादा है
बॉर्डर पे गांव में
ब्लॉक बोलते हैं ना मतलब
सोनगढ़
उच्छल निजर वैसे ब्लॉक है
उसमें कंसंट्रेशन ज़्यादा है सो अहमदाबाद से उच्छल कितना दूर लगेगा अप्रॉक्सीमेटली 700 kilometers 1 week
700 kilometers.
Of Man in Search of Man series. Presently, I am with the Kotwalia tribe in Pari district. The village name is Singhpur village, which I came here in search of Kotwalia tribe. The Kotwalias are also called as Vitolia. The meaning Vitolia means the bamboos. These people traditionally depending on the bamboo for their subsistence economy. That is why they are also called Vansfodia. आपका Vansfodia भी बोलता है ना? So these people are also called Vansfodia. Gujarati language, Vans means bamboo, Fodia means people. Vansfodia means the people who live on the substance of economy on the bamboo, on bamboo basket making. These are the people. In Vansfodia people also we will call them, or Kotwalia people also we will be calling them. Tribal Research Center mentioned there is Barodia and Vansfodia. Here in this region we have only Vansfodia people who are inhabiting in this region, and Barodia is another block. They are totally different endogamous groups. They won't marry with each other. They are totally independent groups, or we can call them as subcaste of Kotwalia. That also we can make as a Kotwalia subcaste. The conditions of living of Kotwalia tribe is very poor. Once they used to live happily in the jungle. After the establishment of the JK paper mill and the thermal power station in Tapi river displaced these people from the forest to the present habitation place. They live in thatched huts, which you can observe here. Only tile roof or otherwise thatched roof with bamboo mats as walls. And from all the 4 directions they will be getting ventilation, air, light, everything. So it is one of the worst conditions of living I have seen in many places about the primitive tribes, but nowhere such a kind of living I have seen. During the time of displacement, the government has provided some of the houses which you are observing here. And you can see here the thatched huts where they are living. And during rainy season, it is very difficult for them for their survival. See here, roof also, a lot of openings are there. See, the jungle wood, they have made the thatched roof, and all bamboo splits they have made the walls. It is really a miserable conditions these people are living. And both the husband and wife and children are hard working. That is why they have made a little better house. You can see some of the houses are like this, open houses. In these houses they are living. These houses doesn't have the pattas in their name. It is a government land they have constructed and they are living here. The dress of both male and female of Kotwalia is very simple. Once they used to have only one cloth up to the breast by the ladies. Now the impact of plain people is very much on this population. You can see most of them are wearing chudidar and nighties, and they are imitating the plain people's culture. Here you can see she is decorated herself with nose stud, earrings and chain, which is available locally and which was brought by the a woman for selling these things in a suitcase. You can see here lot of bangles, lot of earrings, all these things, she is bringing daily and she is to sell to these young girls, and they are wearing it and imitating like a film stars. They like very much to get decorate, to get themselves look beautiful. That is, many of them are interested in decorating by themselves. And of course, some of them are hardworking and purchasing these. The women empowerment compared to men is very high. That is why they are going for such a type of purchasing ornaments, dresses. Really, I liked the feelings and activeness of some of these girls. Here you can see she is having a bag which is full of different kind of cosmetics. She decorates herself to show it to me and how she looks, and different jewelry of rolled gold. The Kotwalia for their subsistence once depended on the forest and forest produce. Now the lifestyle has changed. Now they are totally depending on the public distribution rice which is provided by the government or from the fair price shops, which you can see here. Many of them are not able to get full meal a day, and the conditions of living is very, very poor. They are still now they are depending on the, which you can see here, fish from the pond which he has collected and making a curry. And most of these rice and wheat which are available from the local market they will purchase and grind indigenously by themselves and make flour of the wheat, and they will make rotis. Here, which you have to see is the rice which they are getting from the fair price shop is also very much limited, and you can see the conditions of the children. Malnourishment is exist among them, and there is no clothing for these people, both for male and female. It is the pathetic conditions they are living. The Kotwalia family is the basic social unit, is nuclear and patriarchal in nature. It is mostly a family of man, his wife, and unmarried children. Sometimes divorced or unmarried brothers and sisters, dependent old parents are included in the family. The descent is patrilineal or agnatic descent. Inheritance of property is through father line or male line. The rules of residence is patrilocal. Traditionally, the joint families were common, but nowadays the nuclear families are predominant among the Kotwalia. The father or the eldest member of the family enjoys the authority. Full authority rests in the hands of the male members. The decisions regarding family affairs are taken by father or eldest male member of the family in consultation with the family members. Women have no decision-making power, but she is consulted by men while taking certain important decisions. Near local residence is common. After marriage, all the sons share the property equally, that is male equigeniture. If a man dies without a male heir, this property goes to his brothers or their sons. The daughters do not have any right to inherit the parental property. Monogamy is the rule, but polygyny is also observed occasionally. So one can notice polygynous families along with the monogamous families among the Kotwalia tribe, who used to conduct the delivery for most of the people in this village. Very few people are going for delivery in the hospitals. She is from generations she is conducting the delivery. Today we have an opportunity to see the delivery conducted by the Kotwali here. Here you can see the two children, twin children has born. Twins, you can see here. Two children has been delivered by this lady. आपका नाम क्या है? आपका नाम? Ajita. She has given birth to two female children. You can see these two babies has been given. She has conducted the delivery with her hands, without any difficulty, without any problem. The twin children has born in this Kotwali house of this traditional hut. She has given delivery for the two children. She has assisted from the pregnancy till the delivery, and postnatal also she is conducting the delivery, and also she is giving different type of medicines for the postnatal and prenatal also. This is one of the indigenous methods of conducting the delivery without any problem. There is no infant mortality or maternal mortality from these women. आप कितने बरस से आप डिलीवरी करता है? Both, she is telling that some generation is doing delivery, but there is no problem at all. आपको उसको बच्चा पैदा होता है ना, कैसा करता है डिलीवरी? दोनों बच्चा का आपने किया डिलीवरी? आपने किया? दिक्कत नहीं हुआ? नहीं। आपको अच्छा था डिलीवरी करने के? हाँ, माँ का अच्छा हुआ था? अच्छा, ठीक है।
दिलवारी तू को दिखा पूछे तो मत पढ़े करना।
हाँ, तो ना ये को दिया खूब करना।
So umbilical cord also she has cut the umbilical cord with the knife, and she has kept for to close. She has tied with the thread, and she has conducted almost all the formalities done by the dye herself. This is the indigenous method. Until the stump separates by a natural process of mummification, the mother may not move from the house. She must lie with her child on the ground. No broom may be brought near her. She must not put her hand against the wall. She is not allowed to take normal food, but she is given kanjri, beans, roots, or the fruit of the oak tree. She must not clean her teeth with a stick of a katai, and her friends grind up some katai bark and put it in hot water for her to drink, which helps in improving the health status of the mother. When there is any trouble in feeding the child, the mother prepares the milk medicine by grinding a root of the dudhi bell and consumes with water to get more milk to feed the child. This is called as a besni, prepared with rice. Generally, this type of food they will be consuming to get more milk. It is one of the extract from the rice, without salt, without any spices. It is prepared and it is consumed by the woman. So नाम कौन सा नाम करता है? सोमवार पैदा होने से सोम रखता है क्या?
नाम क्या रहता पड़ो? बारू पर थी पड़ो के जाति गुलाब पर पड़े तो ये दिलवारी करो में पड़े। नाम तमें पड़ो के?
सोमवार होने से सोम,
नाम तो पाठ
मंगलवार होने से
नाम पार्टी में के दिन शुक्र नाम आज पढ़ो।
अच्छा, on the days basis they will be giving names. So if the child is born on particular day, they will be giving on the day's name only, like Somwar, Som, Sukravar, Sukran, like this they will be giving the names to the children. Is good. हम लोग भी खाता है। आपका कुछ कंदमूल ऐसा होता है क्या खाने के लिए? क्या होता है कंदमूल?
मूल कांदा मूल पूछे।
कंदमूल और कुछ नारियल। नारियल खाने से दूध अच्छा आता है। अच्छा और?
दक्षिणी।
दक्षिणी वो क्या है? दक्षिणी
चावल बनाते थे जाने मीठो ना टका है जाके उन्नी रांदा।
अच्छा, they will be giving a coconut for get more milk and also dashini, that is a special food prepared with the rice. उसका चावल के साथ कुछ दूध मिलाकर कैसा?
The child is the most vulnerable individual in the difficult and inaccessible areas inhabited by the tribal people,
Especially among the Kotwalia from
stage of conception till delivery, as well as for a further period of 6 years after birth. The child runs grave risks of death or physical and mental retardation. If it survives this crucial period, he will withstand and live for a long life. The children in the tribal areas, as well as the pregnant and lactating mothers, do not have access to the minimum medical care. On reaching school-going age, such children are either incapacitated to attend school or prefer to drop out soon after joining the school.
बस बस मामा का लड़की को शादी करता है। मामा के so here they practice the consanguineous marriages, that is mother's brother's daughter, sister's daughter, father's sister's daughter is the practice of consanguineous marriages is prevalent among them. They say that the gotra system is not existing, clans also not existing here among these people. Based on the consanguineous, they will be going for marriage alliances. अभी शादी किसी तरीका का होता है? शादी करता है ना, बड़ा लोग बैठकर शादी करता है ना, उसको क्या बोलता है? सब लोग मिलाकर शादी करता है।
शादी करो ना,
चांदलू। So arranged marriage is called. Oh, dowry system exists among here. It is totally different compared to other tribes. Here they had to pay minimum 10,000 rupees as a dowry to the boy. So dowry देना ही पड़ता है। बहुत पैसा मांगता है ना? शादी में कितना?
नहीं पड़ता हमें वाला
नहीं पड़ता।
नहीं देता है।
और जब लड़का एक लड़की से पसंद हो जाता है, दूसरा गांव का हवाई का, वो लड़की को भगा कर लेकर आ जाता है, उस शादी का नाम क्या बोलता है? ओराड़ा। Marriage by capture is called as urada. That is when a boy likes to marry a girl, when the parents are not interested, the boy with his friends and relatives, they will go to the other village or other place and they forcibly bring that girl and they will get married. It is called as urada. That marriage system still exists in this society. In this, they have to pay heavy penalty for these people. That is, they have to pay the fine to the panchayat. उस उराड़ा पंचायत में कितना पैसा देना पड़ता है उसको? 1,500 rupees as a fine for the कुल पंचायत. Then only they will be allowed to marry. और एक शादी आकर आपका घर में काम करता है, घर जमाई बोलता है उसको. ऐसा है अभी?
તમાર ખરા ઘર જમે કોટવાળિયામાં ઘર જમે ખરા
करता है. अच्छा,
આ છેલ્લે ઘરે જેને અહીંયા ઘર જમાય છે ને
अच्छा, बड़ा so divorce is called as परगति. परगति में कुछ पैसा देना है क्या? आदमी औरत को कुछ देता है कैसा? हाँ? ऐसा ही परगति होने के बाद आप दूसरा शादी कर सकता है.
प्रगति नहीं सर.
वहाँ जाना है, then आपके बाद शादी करता है. So here it is very interesting when the divorce takes place, the children of the except the breastfeeding, the other children will be handed over to the first husband. Then only she can go for the marriage with the other person. After the breastfeeding is over, that child will be given to the first husband. This is the regular practice among these people. Acha. Randa? Randa ni. वीडियो एयर को वो आप
आदमी में हो क्या है?
रांडा रांडा बोलता है क्या? मोरी गोया अच्छे.
અને એ રીતે આદમી નથી હોય તો શું કહેવાનું?
Video is called as Randani and video here is called as Morigoyache. So they have the practice of remarrying. Widower and widow, they can remarry. The marriage function is very simple. There are not be any dowry or elaborate functions. Liberate and sororate is not allowed among these people. That is the marriage rules exist among them.
The marriage function is very simple. It is performed in the bride's residence. Generally, the marriage is performed by a priest who is called as a Bhagat, and there is no tali tying, but only tilak will be given, which you can observe here. Inside the house, they will perform the marriage. The bride and the bridegroom, they will stand up and they will make a tilak, that is bindi, in the forehead of both the sides. That is, boy gives the tilak to the girl, girl gives the tilak to the boy, and they will give hand in hand together. That ends the mark of the marriage. Here you can see how he is making the tilak, and this is the ceremonial way of performing the marriage among the Kotwalia tribe. The marriage is followed by a vegetarian feast for the people who are attended the function, and you can observe here, after the marriage they will be going out of the house and they will have a feast, and after the feast they will be celebrating the marriage with joy. Marriage function comes to an end when the bride's brother takes her sister's hand and gives that hand to the bridegroom's hand, which is the important occasion where the brother of the bride hand overs the hand of the sister to the brother-in-law. That marks the end of the marriage, and it follows the dance and music, which you can observe here.
टॉय वो मर जाता है ना, वो उसको क्या बोलता है आप लोग? आदमी मर गए ना, बॉडी को क्या बोलता है? डेथ को कादू 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 कादून This place, they will inform entire village, and they will go to the, some people go to the forest, they will collect the bamboo, which is called as katni. In this katni, they will prepare with the bamboo and they will put it on the grass and they will make a fire. So in this, the body is kept after washing and wrapped in a new cloth if it is available, otherwise old cloth they will wrap, and they will carry 4 people this dead body to the burial ground. They will be burying the dead body, they won't create. अभी कोई कभी साफ
Kotwalia won't perform elaborate death rites.
सबको
They bury the dead body. In case of abnormal deaths caused by pregnancy, childbirth, disease, accident and attack of wild animals, the dead bodies or burnt immediately. The whole village observes mourning on the day a death takes place, and any kind of subsistence activity is totally banned. The purificatory rite called as Daskarma are observed on the 10th day, in which the villagers and the kith and kin are entertained in a great feast. Ceremonial hair cuttings takes place in the presence of all relatives by a member of other clan, and then all take bath. After returning home, they apply a little of turmeric mixed oil, and with this they are supposed to have become clean. The women belonging to the deceased person's family throw away all the olden earthen pots and cook a quantity of rice in a new earthen pot. In the case of unnatural death, the Kotwali won't perform the elaborate rituals. In that case, the Kotwali go to the forest along with the priest called Bhagat, and there they sacrifice a goat so that the same kind of incidents should not be happen in future. They prepare the food with the sacrificed goat. The cooked food is served to all the members who have attended the Dashkarma rites. According to my observations, there is no doubt once the Kotwalia are food gatherers, hunters and fishing communities totally depending on the forest and forest produce. Now they have changed their occupation from food gathering to hunting. Now they became the agriculturists and forest laborers. Many of them are changed their occupation. Now their dependency is on making the bamboo baskets. They have having their own bamboo groves in the forest. The bamboo groves they will worship, and also the bamboo groves are their own property in the concerned regions. The bamboo groves provides them substance of economy presently for many families. Here we can observe almost all the women are engaged in the basket making and different type of bamboo baskets and containers they are preparing. It is a regular affair for the old men and women in preparing the bamboo baskets. They sell these bamboo containers in the nearby market for their livelihood. This is my bamboo grove. I have such a type of bamboo groves nearly 20 to 25. I live on this. You see here, this is the bamboo shoots which we will be collecting and we will be eating during rainy seasons. We also collect the bamboo flowers once in a year and we will prepare with that a curry. With this bamboo, we prepare baskets and sell in the market. Traditionally, our subsistence was depending on it. Due to forest policies and forest officials, we are not able to go presently into the forest for collection of the bamboo.
नायरान रोवे अगरबत्ती रोवे बदवत रोवे तो नींद जाता है घूमने नामा।
देवगिरी देवी कहाँ है आपका गांव में? कहाँ है देवगिरी देवी? जंगल में? यही है। अच्छा, कौन सा महीना में करता है वो? शिवरात्रि में। ओह, शिवरात्रि हो गया वो। और देवली माड़ी दिल्ली माड़ी हो जाता है ना। देवली माड़ी कब करता है? देवली माड़ी और कब करता है पूजा?
ज्यादा लोग जाता है।
गोवल देवी कब करता है?
बोल दे देते हैं
वो भी वही है।
में जाता है।
अच्छा
अच्छा ना।
और कुल देवता कौन सा कुल देवता का आप पूजा करते हैं?
बाता देवा पूजा कौन रे? किसी वाले बीज धर्म पाल ना रे, इसे खाता पीता हुआ बीज धर्म पाल ना रे।
धर्मपाल ना रे।
धर्मपालते हैं।
धर्मपाल कौन है?
कित्तिम जान कित्ती वालों कित्ती मत जाए, हिंदू धर्म वालों हिंदी मत जाए।
वो तो ठीक है, वो तो ठीक है।
ठीक है ना।
वो तो ठीक है।
ठीक है
ठीक है।
इसको जे अपना अपना देवता है ना इसको मिल जाएगा और जो इसको अपना देमग्रा माता कहते हैं इसको मिल जाएगा बराबर है सर ना।
हाँ ठीक है।
ठीक है ना।
ठीक है।
ये बराबर से इसको क्या अपना
आम्ही डेमोग्रे जाणार तो ना हा
अच्छा मालूम है।
तो माणूस डेमोग्रे जाय ती नाही हुदिरतो हवे ते देवाल मान जाय ती आणि ती ना पोसातो हवे ते दवाखाने बादल धर्म पाली वाले तो हारो ना ती मोरी जाते।
क्या बोला उसको मुर्गी गिरगी देते हैं क्या?
खतड़ खोदी माटड़ आली दगड़ था
क्या बोलता है इसको धर्म में पालेगा इसको धर्म में पालेगा। आवाज आवाज
नाम बता दो।
डेमोग्रा पालते हैं बाती दे बात दो दे हम पालना रे।
अच्छा सो ये गांव का आपका घर का देवता है सब लोग पूजा करता है। अच्छा गांव का कुछ देवता है क्या? गांव का ऐसा
नहीं यहाँ
कौन सा का नाम क्या है?
मंदिर से हनुमान मंदिर।
हनुमान मंदिर। हाँ हम देखा है। विलेज डेटी इज हनुमान।
हनुमान के मंदिर है ना। हनुमान के मंदिर इधर है।
और कुल देवता कौन सा कुल देवता का आप पूजा करते हैं?
बाता देवा पूजा कौन रे किस्ती वाले बीज दोरनु पालना रे इते खाता पीता बीज दोरनु पालना रे
धर्मपाल
दोरनु पालते हैं।
धर्मपाल कौन है?
शांत कर देता है सबको।
शांत करता है। और मुखिया के नीचे कौन रहता है उसका? आदमी और औरत मर जाता है ना उसका भूत प्रेत बन जाता है सुना है। उसके बारे में कुछ बोल सकते हैं आप?
मर जाता तो भूत बन जाएगा तो रात को चमत्कार दिखाता है अपने सपना में।
सपनों में?
हाँ सपनों में
आकर।
हाँ
अच्छा क्या
आ गया भूत बन के आ गया हमारा घर पर ऐसे चमत्कार दिखाता है।
That Bhagat is the important person who can able to drive the booth from the village. So according to these people, so a dead person will be coming in the dreams during nights and he will be disturbing the people. That is why the Bhagat will be giving some type of magical performance they will be doing in the houses to drive the booth. That is why they are believe still the witchcraft and sorcery on Bhagat. अच्छा भूत कैसा आपको देखा है भूत?
इतना कुआरी मानन देखा है।
कौन देखा है भूत?
ओड़ा बोचरा ओड़ा सत्र रहती है देखा ना।
तो वो क्या होता है कैसा पकड़ता है?
तीन डाका तो आवे रात में आवे तीन डाका नाखते है।
रात में आता है?
गाड़ी दे जाती ना।
अच्छा वो कैसा पकड़ता है?
की खेती जाना रहे।
अच्छा वो क्या होता है कुछ
उसको बाद क्या होता है?
बीमारी पड़ी जाती है गम की बहुत जाना रही।
अच्छा उसके लिए क्या करना पड़ता है? अच्छा उस करने का आदमी है गांव में? उसका नाम क्या बोलता है
ना भगत बोलते हैं उसको। भगत हाँ बराबर अच्छा है।
After the death, the person becomes a ghost. So it will be catched when during nights when the girls and the boys go, it will be catched. So if they catch, they will be thinking that the people will be getting fever, headache, stomach pain, dysentery like this. They will be feeling. For that, they will approach the shaman, who is also called as Bhagat. The Bhagat is the witchcraft. He will be performing different type of black magic and white magic. He cures the diseases. She is telling a taayat banata hai na Bhagat. So he will be preparing a toy. So if they will wear, they can avoid the भूत and प्रेत. That is what they are believing. आप मरने के बाद हर एक आदमी भूत बन जाता है क्या?
बराबर
नहीं बनने के क्या करना है?
ना बनते हमें खबर ना है
Among the Kotwalia, the political system is very simple. Only Mukhya is there. Under him, the head of the families will be functioning. So any quarrel or any kind of dispute comes, all the people will sit together in the village. The case will be disposed. The final decision will be taken care by the Mukhya only. So they will be going on debating each other till the consensus reaches. Generally, the quarrels between the two families, theft, divorce, remarriage, and any offences committed by other people will be disposed in these cases. Generally, they will be fine imposed on the culprit. The fine collected they will be spending for drinking alcohol and also for consumption of the food. Certain times the money will be used for annual rituals of the village deity. That is the simple political system exists among these people. And moreover, these people are more exposed to the culture and civilization with the urban population. They have lost their traditional political system also controlled. And now presently they have the panchayat system that is also dominating in this region, especially among the Kotwalia. That political panchayat takes care of different type of developmental activities in this region. But only for the traditional rituals, traditional customs, marriages, for these functions, the traditional
जंगल में हरी गावे रुपे ना बेनावा जंगल में हरी गावे रुपे ना बेनावा जंगल में हरी गावे रुपे है बेनावा जंगल में हरी गावे रुपे है बेनावा जंगल में हरी गावे रुपे है बेनावा जंगल में हरी गावे रुपे जगाले वाले गया गया वाले हटाई चरा गया जगाले वाले खरे गया वाले हटाई चरा बनाई जगाले वाले गाया कामा का जंदीरा गया मीना गाले वाले कर गाय कामा का जंदीरा गया मीना गाले वाले कर बेला कामा का जंदीरा गया मीना गाले वाले कर वासने गोने पासे
छुड़े बोलता है
हाथ देवीने पाला टोपला बोना में पा दुकान में जाए पाला टोपला बोना जे पा दुकान में जान चोखा नहीं आ जेता हम खा जे
अभी जंगल से लेकर आने के लिए।
अच्छा अच्छा।
किसको बोलता है आप? आपका मर्द को?
हाँ बड़ा भाई
तो लवर को
नहीं, हमको मर्द ही आता है। उसको पला टोपला बनाता है, उसके इसको दुकान में इसको जंगल में बम्बू लेगा है, बम्बू लेगा उसको हमको पला टोपला बनाता है, उसके बच्चे दुकान में जाता है, उसके बच्चे हमको खावा नहीं खाता है।
अच्छा।
वो ये किसना 20 रुपए के एक किलो।
The school dropout rate is very high among the Kotwalia children, which you can observe here. I think only 5% of the children are going for the school. Rest of them are not going for the school, and many of them are not aware of the school. Among the entire Kotwalia community, I have identified 5 girls and 2 boys who are studying in 9th standard and 10th standard. Let us see who are they and how they are performing and what is their interest. So we have 3, 4, 5 girl children belonging to Kotwalia tribe. I am really proud for these children. They are got education and they are studying. कौन सा क्लास पढ़ता है बेटा आप?
बनना चाहते हैं? क्या बनना चाहते हैं आप? टीचर, आप? डॉक्टर, पुलिस, आप? डॉक्टर, आप? Doctor, see, as though they came from remote area, from Kotwalia, that is, remote villages which you have gone. I have searched for them more than 1 week to identify their houses. These children, they wanted to dedicate their life. Someone wants to become a doctor, someone become the police, someone become engineer, to serve the people, serve that nation. So they should be given opportunity to come into the mainstream of the society, from exclusion to the inclusive in the society. That is the appeal of आपका अच्छा हो जाएगा आप लोगों का. So I wish that the government should take care of these primitive children to get them higher education. At least the first generation they are going to live. कौन सा क्लास में पढ़ते हैं? No. These are the two Kotwalia tribe, primitive tribe students. They are studying in the Adivasi Ashramam school in the Hukka residential hostel. These people are studying. These are the first students who entered into the 9th standard. Let us inquire about them. Which place? What is the name? आपका नाम क्या है? पूरा करण जन्म कोई कौन सा क्लास में पढ़ता है? What is your name of the village? Your village? गांव पाथड़ा. आपका नाम क्या है? कोतवालिया. आपका गांव का नाम? पाथड़ा. 9th standard पढ़ रहे हैं. So these are the two boys who are first children who came out of the village and studying in the 9th standard. So think about the primitive tribes conditions even of the 21st century. When you are entering into the 2013, still we are not able to bring them into the mainstream. This is the first batch of the students. 2 students came out of the Kotwalia and studying in 9th standard. डॉक्टर बनना चाहता है, अच्छी बात है. You wanted to become a doctor and you wanted to serve his community. That is the ambition of him. आप क्या करना चाहता है? Scientist. He wanted to become a military personnel officer. See, this different kind of thinking and their way of ambitions should be satisfied. If they are not satisfied, they will be frustrated in the life. They will take revenge on the society. That is why Naxalites are coming. I think you are understanding my point. How the Naxalites are came. He wanted to become a doctor, he wanted to become a teacher, he wanted to become a busy person. So these are some of the ambitions they are having. If you are not going to fulfill that ambitions, definitely they will take the revenge, because they know what is civilization, what is the culture, what is the present day bureaucracy, what is the present day political atmosphere existing in India. Because you have already given education to them up to 12th standard. So this is very important. Not only establishing of the model schools, colleges for the tribals, for many institutions they are developing, but channelizing these students up to the mark is very, very essential. If you are not going to fill up, then definitely going to be India is going to be a Maoist country like Nepal, if not today, at later days. It is not too far. Then only if you educate these people, they will become the mediators between the terrorists, Naxalites, and they can able to build up their own villages, they can able to build up their own culture, they can able to develop their economy, and they will take care of these people. So these are some of the examples which I am giving. As though I have traveled entire India on the primitive tribes, very few tribes we have seen in among the quotas of militaries, few of them are got educated, quotas we have fully educated, and Tokapara, which I have visited in West Bengal, also the first lady who became graduated, we have seen very few of the primitive tribes are coming out from the school to the college level. So these people should not be forgotten. We have seen in the Abuj Maria in Bastar region how they are developing the schools, joining hands with the NGO like Ramakrishna Mission. They are leading the children as a downtrodden. In this way, we have to develop the children. Otherwise,
human resources will be developing is very difficult. The Kotwali are experts in bamboo basket making and mat making. They lost their forest and the bamboo groves, which made them or compelled them to go for the daily wage laborers. She is the last lady who can able to make the beautiful bamboos, and many of them are adopted the agriculture laborer as their main occupation, which you can see here. This is the sugarcane fields where the Kotwalia ladies and gents are working in this field. This became a major occupation for them, and per day they will be getting 100 rupees, which has to be used for their survival, which is a meager amount for them. Once I used to live happily with my parents. Now they are not allowing me to go into the jungle for collection of the roots, tubers and fruits from the jungle. This is my bamboo grove where I used to collect the bamboo shoots and bamboo flowers. And bamboo shoots and flowers used to make a curry and used to live on that. Now the forest people entering into the forest is restricted and we cannot go into the forest. Getting a bamboo is also very difficult for us to make the baskets. Now we became the laborers in agricultural fields with the landlords. Now no more we are depending on our original substance of economy. Day by day our livelihood is becoming very difficult. Due to lack of education and requisite skills, the Kotwalia are not able to take advantage of the new economic opportunities which have been grabbed by the plain people migrated to the tribal areas where the Kotwalia are inhabiting. The profile of Kotwalia and their complete dependence on the immediate environment shows their age-old adaptation and harmonious life with their ecosystem. It is in recent years that they are now being exposed to outside world and their adaptability is being changed. Due to the interference of outside non-tribal and forest policies and programs, they are being exploited, alienated and losing control over their environment and thereby struggling to survive. The loss of forests restricted in bamboo cutting, which is posing a great problem, especially for women who take care of the responsibility to feed themselves and their family. They are now struggling much more to collect the fuel and the forest produce for their living. The establishment of JK paper mill and the construction of the hydroelectric project on Tapi River are the major reasons for the shift in the substance of economy of the Kotwalia from food gathering, hunting and fishing to daily wage laborers, and they became the vagabonds on the streets, many of them. We can see here the establishment of the JK paper mill, which taken away all the bamboo groves and the bamboos are cleared from the forest. Now they doesn't have any kind of substitute for their living. Now they are working as a daily wage laborers in the agricultural fields, cutting of the sugarcane and different kind of fields they are working. For their construction of the houses also it became very difficult because the bamboo is not available. Wherever the bamboo is available, it has been restricted by the forest department. They cannot collect it and it will be supplied through the contractor to the JK paper mill. That is the problem which the Kotwalia people are presently facing. Their survival, their problems are increasing every day, which you can see the village is totally perished. This is a rehabilitated village. One of the refugees rehabilitated here. You can see the conditions of his living. He is living in the thatched hut. There is no roof, there is no wall. This is the way he is living. As he says that he has lived happily in the forest over generations. I know Now these people have been rehabilitated 10 years before in these houses. These houses constructed by the government, which is not at all suitable for the living, will totally destroyed, and all the water will come inside, and they are afraid to live inside the houses. Some of them have replaced their roofs with asbestos sheets, which you can observe here, and many of them are living without a house.
In continuation of Man in Search of Man series, presently I am in Kotwalia village in Gujarat state. Here, I came here to document the ethnic vision of last 3 days we are working on these Kotwalia people. Here we can see the people, how they are living. So these people are facing a lot of problems. Especially the first problem is the water problem. पानी का बहुत problem है ना आप लोगों के लिए. So water is one of the major problem. Here we have the river nearby. From that river they want the water to be supplied to this village through the pumping, as though they have the hand bore pumps, but it is not functioning. There is some problem of functioning also. That is major problem. They should be solved is the water problem. First one, basic issue. The second one is the construction of the houses. Most of them are still living in the episode you have seen. Still they are living in the bamboo houses, thatched huts. As though Indira Awas and Patel Awas, they have constructed the house 10 years back. Many of them are vacated that house. Many of the houses lying vacant because of it is in dilapidated conditions, and many of them are reporting that the conditions of the houses are not good. The houses are leaking and it is not good for living, they are telling. So the houses which has been provided by Indira Awas and Sardar Patel houses should be renovated immediately for their stay in that house. Basic issue is facing the health problem. Many of these people, you can see here, almost all these people are anemic, you can see, very weak. Almost all babies, infants, majority of 90% of the people are, you can see this malnourished. Malnourishment is extensively prevalent among these people, both pregnant, lactating mothers. They doesn't have a nourishment food for their survival. Many of them have observed here, they are not able to get one meal a day fully. आप लोग पेट बरक से एक दफा खाता है क्या घर में? एक दिन के एक बार भी खाता है नहीं खाता है? खाता है. एक बार full खाता है? खाता है. So they can able to take one meal a day only for their full meal, and many of them are anemic. You can see these lactating mothers and the infants, they are all malnourished. So there is a need of a supplementary food for these people. As though Anganwadi, ICDS is for functioning here, but namesake only it is functioning, not it is fully functioning. So there is a need for them, subsidized food should be given for them, and the ration which they are getting should be increased, more number of kilos. कितना चावल मिलता है आपको महीने में? चावल कितना केजी मिलता है? 20 रुपये के मिलता है. 30 किलो. 20 रुपये किलो. No, कितना किलो मिलता है? 20 रुपया. Here, for in a family, for each member they will be getting 3 kilos of rice at the rate of 20 rupees. It is very expensive for them. In other tribal areas, we are giving more than 25 kgs at the rate of 2 rupees. So subsidized provisions should be given to these people for their survival. Otherwise, it is very difficult for them survival. They may perish. You can see these faces, how they are living. None of them have a good clothing. For the hospital also, they have to go around 20 kilometers from this region. We have seen. So still the traditional doi is performing the deliveries. Economically poor, they lost the traditional occupation of basketry. Very people are having the basketry as their major occupation. The bamboos they are getting is not sufficient for them, for their making the baskets and other things. So many of them are going as daily wage laborers for sugarcane cutting and different farm laborers also. They are getting 100 rupees per day as a wage labor, which is not sufficient for them for their survival. So economic dependency, economic opportunities also should be provided. As though we have the National Rural Employment Generation Scheme, I don't think here it is functioning. National Rural Employment Generation Scheme में आपको नौकरी मिलता है क्या? नहीं, कोई नहीं मिलता है. 100 days the government has promised, but none of them are working in this NRGA scheme for their survival. Until unless the government comes in a big way to help them, they can survive. Otherwise, these people may perish. As though they are not going to perish, they lose their identity. They may extinct from the planet in no time. That is an anthropological observation which I have made after visiting this population. So I request the policy makers, the decision makers, the politicians, administrators and the researchers to look into these Kotwalia people, what and how they are living and how we can able to develop and how we can able to conserve this population. Until and unless we are not going to come in a big way, we are not able to protect these people before they extinct from the planet.
The Kotwalia are biologically, genetically, culturally a distinct population living on the earth. It is the duty of all of us to save this aboriginal population before they extinct from the planet.
This is the only digital research channel in India producing the documentary ethnographic films on the endangered human populations and ethnic cultures of India. So subscribe this channel to know more about the endangered human population and